Welcome to the Transformers Age of Extinction. Media driving experience behind the wheel.
It's Stephanie Prange. I'm here at Exotics Racing in Las Vegas to celebrate the DVD and Blu-ray release of Transformers Age of Extinction. We're going to drive some fast cars and interview Optimus Prime and talk about the stunts in the film.
My role in Age of Extinction, it varies from just being a stunt player to a stunt driver and everything in between. Some days I'm driving a motorcycle, some days I'm in a car, I'm in a truck, on foot, so it all changes.
Can you tell me what makes someone want to be a stunt car driver, and what kind of person does that for a living?
Well, you have to kind of want to be that person. You want to be in that car. You want to be able to control the chaos. Most people are afraid of adrenaline. I attack it. So most people do other things for a high. Adrenaline rush is my high. That's what I do. Anything that's death-defying, I don't want to be scared of that. I want to tackle that and be able to do that with my eyes closed.
What's different about doing a Transformers movie as opposed to?
Well, I wouldn't say different, but everyone know that Michael Bay is known for some epic movies. And then Michael Bay's looking for a coordinator who can match him. So he called up Mike Gunther over at 5150 Action and told him, listen, I need your best group of guys because you don't know what's coming. He throws curveballs all day and you got to be ready.
What was the hardest thing he asked you to do?
Well, I wouldn't say the hardest thing that he asked me to do, but logistically, working in Hong Kong,
yeah,
the language barrier, then the different set of laws and rules. You can only have a lockup for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I was looking at the extras on the Blu-ray, and it talked about how they couldn't even shut down streets in Hong Kong.
Exactly.
So how do you deal in that sort of situation?
So we call it a rolling roadblock. So police set a roadblock, stagnant. We set one as we're driving. So there's stunt drivers around us driving, and we're setting the pace for the traffic. So we're blocking traffic behind us and keeping the ones in front of us. And then the action happens within those stunt guys.
And how much time would you have for a typical?
You have approximately 0 seconds. It's because you're doing a rolling roadblock, you know approximately where you want the action to happen, but there's so many variables. Someone crossing the street, there's another car on-ramp or off-ramp. You don't know what's going to happen. So everything that's happening is live and it's happening. It's reality. It's not set up, you know what I mean? We can't just say, okay, go back and do it again. So you have to have your core group of guys who can do that at a drop of a dime, no matter what's around them, what's the way communication, and we had that as a barrier as well, because we're in Hong Kong, but we work cohesively with the Hong Kong team, and we pulled it off safely.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite car in the movie?
Well, everyone likes Bumblebee.
That's true.
Everyone likes for me as a fan of Transformers, I love Bumblebee, just his character. Driving a car.
A car that you drove, maybe?
I got to drive that car behind us. That was great. That's on another level right there. That's another level.
Great.
That thing is very powerful. Nothing to play with. Nothing to play with.
Well, thanks
after you drive
so much.
it, you don't want to drive it anymore because you don't want to scratch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, all right, I did it. I want to get out. That's it.
Yeah,
checklist.
that's and the cars were very expensive, and I would be afraid to.
Every one of them are expensive because they're all custom.
Yeah.
Like, you won't see that same car on the road anywhere. They're all custom made. The Autobots.
entire franchise, if you go back to the 1980s, it was an exceptional idea, the concept, and children had more than just a television show to watch. They had a toy that they could relate to and play with.
How do you, what do you think about when you voice a character that's a car and kind of a robot? How do you get into that character?
That's interesting. Well, I think we first, most actors do in any case, look at the qualities and weaknesses that form a personality and the character itself, what is there. And in voicing a character, you not only take those into consideration, but you take physicality and is it large, is it small? These
so
will.
Do you move when you do certain?
I don't that much, but I know a lot of guys that do, and it's kind of fun to watch people's different styles. And I worked a lot with Frank Welker, played Megatron, and in the series at the very beginning, and Frank and I, you know, we're always laughing, but I like the way his style is really different. He does a lot of that. I love him. I think I'm just pretty much straight ahead, you know. I'm really concentrating on what's going to come out, how is this going to come out, and hopefully it's going to come out the way I feel it inside. So I try to get that, I try to master the words to the truth, you know, and maybe I do move around, I don't know.
How did you develop this voice? What were you thinking when you first?
Well, it's a large character, so it had to have depth. And I based the character on my brother Larry, a former Marine, and who saw service in Vietnam, and we were sharing an apartment at the time, and he was the last person that I talked to before I went to the audition, and he gave me advice on how to be a hero. You know, if you're going to be a truck, I said, yeah, but no, it didn't go that way. I said, I'm going to auditioning for a truck, and he laughed. And I said, well, he's a hero truck, and he said, well, Peter said, be a real hero. I mean, don't be a phony Hollywood hero with all the yelling and screaming and acting tough and pretending. He said, be a real hero. And he said, be strong enough to be gentle, Peter. Be compassionate and, you know, be understanding and be faithful and, you know, loyal. So I said, okay, Larry, see you later. I went to the audition, and his persona was just stayed with me all through the drive there. And then when I saw the script, well, holy moly, this is, you know, it's Larry, you know, it's my brother. And so his voice just oozed out. It oozed out.
Do you have a favorite line that, and could you do it? Could you do the voice of Optimus? What favorite line do you?
Well, a line I often give to kids, and I'm working with with NASA and Goddard Space Flight Center for the Optimus Prime spin-off award. All these inventions that have come out of our Apollo programs, and in continuation, a lot of the young kids that I work with, a popular phrase is, hold on to your dreams. The future is built on dreams. So I love that one.